I have it.
No, actually, it's easy.
Is it your phone? Is it your phone? Pero,
Wow. Yeah, this year's
okay. And I know that today. Because today she has an idea of like going down to the car. She's drawing pictures. And she's trying what is she called? And I said, no feelings. And she wasn't understanding this part of it. When I got this Virginia office, and I'll have to see it's a little different. But it's like, are you? Okay. Gloria was saying that we don't have an
You are almost at the rest of yours.
Good evening. Welcome to your session 3 of your Form in Action seminar. Woo! Awesome. Okay. All right, so we've got an amazing, extraordinary session for you. And you guys need to find Gloria in the back. Gloria Wald needs to be in here. Got that? Right now. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to get into giving you power with what's unwanted and yet persist. So how many of you have something that's unwanted in your life? Just a few? Everybody? Yeah, unwanted in maybe relationships, your job. Maybe unwanted, and what are some other unwanted areas? Paperwork. Paperwork, okay. Stress. Yeah. Who has stress? Yeah. Totally got stress, right? Self-induced. How many have self-induced stress? How many of you don't have stress? You do doesn't have stress, right? So what we're going to do is, you guys, where is Gloria? Okay, got it. All right, no problem. All right, so we, just to let you guys know, that we've had guests every single session. They just come after 7 o'clock, right? So we have our introduction leader, we introduce them. The guests have been coming every session, and then they've been registering for the forum. So just to let you know, they've been here. So tonight's introduction leader is a senior introduction leader. She's been around what we call the work. It's the Landmark Forum. It's the Curriculum for Living. It's the Introduction Leaders Program. And I've known her for several years. She's highly effective. She'll have your people register, and she's going to be leading the introduction to the Landmark Forum tonight. And I'd like you to have her come on up, Gloria. Yeah.
have guests tonight? Smile, yes. No guests for me?
Next week.
I'm in Spain. I want to, no, really, let me tell you, this is my life. I've done this work for 41 years. I'm a cabaret singer from New York. I've written, yes, I've written like many books on women from Spain and Latin America. And I'm going to Spain tomorrow to see old friends of mine. And I'm here tonight, the night before I'm going, because all I want to do is end suffering. I want to end suffering that we all suffer. Even my very own self, we just created that tonight also. So before the Landmark Forum, I was with people, but if they wanted to be with me, it was like, don't bother me, don't pressure me. Don't pressure me, don't make me have to make a date with you. I don't want to be pressured. I'm too busy. I'm very busy. After the Landmark Forum, it just got, I could be busy when I had a birthday, someone's 75th birthday, finishing a book, rehearsing my new latest show. Now I'm here.
What was it like before you did the form? Remember you told me?
Oh yeah, well before it was like, I'm running here and I'm running there, and people call me, so can we get together? No, don't bother me, don't call me, don't pressure me, everything's a pressure. People want to have dinner, pressure. I can't look at the calendar, too much pressure, right? And now it's like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna pull over, in New York, we're in the subway, but pull over my little car, look at my book, game in existence. And then we'll have a nice time, right? One step, the next step, the next step. Not like, so, I am so ready to leave for your people and they're not here. Is this everyone? Do you think they might come?
Oh, yes, these are the early birds. They're on time.
Oh! You start at 7:15 or 7?
We start at 7, so the remainder of the seminar is going to be here in a few minutes.
And they might have guests.
They might.
Because you see, we don't get paid for this. We don't get paid. I was a professor for 40 years in Spanish. And I'm a Spanish Women's Studies, Latin American Studies. I'm a snowbird, half the year here, half the year there. I just did a show at the Friars Club. Look that up. You should know what that is. Jerry Lewis and all those people. And I love being here. I just love meeting your guests and seeing when they get it and they register. Somebody just came over to me before. She was in one of these rooms with me 3 years ago, did not register. Finally, she's assisting, she's here, she's happy. This is what, I don't have to tell you, you're all graduates. So don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Bring your peeps. I'll take care of them. You don't have to say anything, just say, come. Give them dinner. Say, we're taking you to dinner and then you come into this thing. And then I'll take it from there. Because let me tell you what they do. They create a possibility in an area that's not working. Like how many of you went to an introduction here or somewhere else at someone's home? This is where you all registered. So you know what it was like. Intimate, nice. And then you created a possibility and then you left. Just leap into life. And that's what I want to do for your friends, but if you don't bring them, you can't do it. Right? You don't, and then they're home and they're exactly how they learned to be at home. Another thing I do is I translate all the courses into Spanish. So to everyone Latinos, like you, Rebecca.
She's got a PhD in Spanish.
PhD in Spanish. Yeah. When? So you
I have a P in Spanish.
No, that's my heart. Es mi corazón. Yo quiero una vida. Animando a los vecinos a que sean los líderes. That's what I do. Inspiring people to be leaders.
And so why are you needing an introduction? Why are you an introduction leader?
Oh my God. Because I want things that never were going to happen before to happen in my presence. And it's my vehicle for people being excited and alive. I'm this way all the time. No caffeine, nothing. This is it. I'm 72. This is it. I know. This is it. Never stop, never sleep. And this has become my life. I'm retired. So I just kind of gave myself over. I just surrendered to this. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm happy.
She wants to give it away.
So if I can, you know.
So thank you for being here. sure.
They
Yep.
bring the peeps when they come, right? Okay, all right.
What room are you gonna be in tonight? Which room, D? Room D?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
got it. I'll send them that way.
Thank you. Room D.
Okay, so, all right, just kind of like piggybacking off of Gloria. So how many of you invited people tonight that couldn't come? Anybody invite anybody that couldn't come? Okay, Richard? Is it Richie or it's Richie, right? Yeah. So what my coaching is for you, if you either invited or didn't invite, or you invited and they didn't come, so don't run rackets. We're gonna get into rackets later tonight, okay, the session. And, you know, I've invited people before and they haven't come. Sometimes it's like, I really wish they would have come. Like my coworker, I invited her one time and, you know, it's like the difference it can make with her, the relationship with her son, instead of like yakking about him all the time, right? My heart got broke. She didn't come. So I continued to invite her. My stand has not shifted, right? So, I put some structures in place for you guys, and we'll get into this a little later tonight, to put a call together to empower you to have people be here, the people that you wanted to bring. Some of you, how many of you have trouble inviting people or sharing yourself? Just one, just two, three, four, yeah. Yeah. You have issues inviting yourself or trouble inviting people, and inviting yourself, but what the heck I just said. So, yeah, and sharing yourselves. We don't want to be vulnerable, yeah? Human beings do not like to be vulnerable. So I put a couple of structures in place over the next couple of weeks for me to be in a call with you. If you wish, it's an option for you, so that you can be empowered to bring your people. And if you need coaching, I'm there for you, right? Either to our seminar or to the special evening next Wednesday. You guys up for that? Yeah, okay, great. All right, so let's have someone come up and generate the intentions. Let's have two people come up and generate the intentions of the series as well as the session. Who's gonna give up looking good?
Cool. All right. I am Kevin. The intention of the series, to leave you able to deal powerfully with each and every aspect of your life. The intention of tonight's session is to give you power with what's unwanted and yet persists.
Awesome, beautiful, thanks Kevin. So, I'm gonna have you turn to your partners, make sure everybody gets a partner. Okay? Everybody have a partner? In the back? So we got two here. Do you need a partner? Those two there, two. Okay, great, Jonathan. Two. Kimberly. Does anybody need translation tonight for Spanish? Does anybody need translation for Spanish tonight? Okay, got it. And then there's three in the back there with Alexander, Ken. All right, perfect. All right, everybody's got a partner. Okay, great. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn to your partner, and I'm gonna give you a minute each. And we're gonna say this in first person. Do this before. The intention of the series is to leave me able to deal powerfully with each and every aspect of my life. And the intention of tonight's session is to give me power. It's a lot of power when you say it in first person. To give me power with what's unwanted yet persists. All right, I'm going to give you 2 minutes each. Go ahead and turn to your partner and share. Okay. Okay, please switch if you haven't switched. Please switch. Okay, 30 more seconds. Okay, please acknowledge your partner. Okay, so, last session, I'm going to give you an opportunity to share from last session, your last assignment. And your last assignment was every day you were to find some area that's important to you, where you were stuck inside of looking good or avoiding looking bad, and cause a breakthrough in that area. Now, some ways that we said beyond going looking good included honoring your word, doing what you said you would do, and taking actions that are consistent with your stand, and cleaning up any messes that you made inside of looking good, and communicating with others what's really there for you, being straight with others. And assignment 2 was for you to continue to notice how your internal dialogue shapes and constrains your relationship to yourself, to other people in your life, okay? And we looked at, rather than engaging with other people as being, rather than engaging with others as being who they are in your internal dialogue, like engaging with them with who your internal dialogue says they are, you're to engage with the people in your life from the question, who are they as a possibility? That's quite radical, isn't it? Yeah. With a commitment to discovering newly who they are. For example, this could include being open to discovering something newly you haven't seen before in a relationship, any kind of relationship you had. Living in the question of who they are rather than certainty of already knowing. And being able to relate to them from what you discover outside of your internal dialogue. So, I want to hear from people who've done the assignment. Who did the assignments? Okay. Now, who didn't do the assignments? Gotcha. Okay, got it. Couldn't do the assignments? Not making you wrong. This is going to have you win in the seminar, guys. There's only 3 of you. There were more than that. Come on, be proud. Who didn't do the assignment? Nothing's wrong. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. So group leaders. Your group leader, raise your hand. Okay. So look. Can you get results in your life? I'm asking everybody this now. Can you get results in your life if you don't do the work? Why not? You're not on the court? Yeah. You're not on the court, you're not in the work, you're not doing the distinctions, right? So this is a for those of you who have not done the assignment, this is an opportunity for you to make a new promise to yourself. Like I got all your participation forms, and there's like some really awesome, inspiring stuff that you've written down. Each one of you, I've read all of them. There's so much that you're up to in the summer, okay? And I want you to win. But you gotta do the assignment. So can you start doing that? People who didn't do it? Can you give your word to that? Monica? She's looking down the floor. All right, so for those of you who did the assignment, I want to have a couple of people share. And how you're going to do that is, we're going to have succinct sharing, right? What I got out of doing the assignment is, so I don't want a lot of story or background and all that, okay? Just efficient sharing. What I got out of doing the assignment was either from assignment 1 or assignment 2. So let's go ahead and have a couple people come up and share. Who'd like to share what you discovered, what opened up for you? I was on the phone a lot. How many of you got a phone call from me or a text or an email? Phone call, text, or email. Everybody's hand should be up because I text everybody. Yeah. And I was on the phone with several of you too. There's some miracles you guys created and have breakthroughs, and I heard about them. So you gotta share what yeah. Kirby, you wanna come up? And who else? Yeah. Sean? So what I got out of doing the assignment was
So what I got out of doing the assignment was, it's just weird. Like when you actually do it and you're like, oh, you're on the court, you're like, oh wow, this just got like clear. Like things just got really clear. Because I think not this past week, the week before we spoke on the phone about my girlfriend and now being more on the court with things, and I realized that I was avoiding. I thought I was trying to not reflect rackets onto her, like not making her wrong and things like that. And in reality, I was tricking myself into not looking bad because I didn't want to tell her the things that were bothering me in the relationship. And I didn't notice that until like this week we were doing that, and I was like, maybe I'm just looking back. So I just said something out loud, and it's negative, positive. Because the thing is, it's hard because there's times where I just genuinely don't want to make other people wrong or seem like I'm trying to be right anymore. I try to be super conscious of that. So even when I tell people things that are bothering me, sometimes it comes out like verbally, like you. So like the main issue is that she'll get upset about things in life and get really mean to everybody else. So I'm trying to say that, but sometimes when I say that out loud, I'm like, that sounds like my racket. You know what I mean? I genuinely don't want to feel like I'm like blaming you for anything, because I also see and understand why, and it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, after I spoke to her about it, I was kind of like, yo, this is probably not healthy for me anymore. I can't just wait. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just kind of like really mean sometimes. Like it hurts my feelings. So we had that conversation. Right now, her and I are like kind of, we took space, because I was like, maybe you should take space to think about it, and I'll think about it, and we can see how we can come back and see if it's too toxic and we have to end it, or if not, we can figure it out and make it work. But my main issue is that, like, as much as I try, most of the time I just brush it off, or half the time I try to stay optimistic, because like I want to live happy. Like I learned from Landmark, I want to just always be happy.
Yeah, I just want to stop you right there. It's really great because that's part of looking good. Staying optimistic, so you don't have to really say what's really there for you.
Yeah, so I finally told her, I was like, hey dude, like.
To your girlfriend?
Yeah, I talked to everybody the same way. I talked to everybody the same language. So it just comes off more like, this is easier that way. I just told her, I was like, hey dude, like, you're kind of mean. And she says like really mean things sometimes that go like really far and like the most random places ever. Like it won't even make sense. Like her dad and her will get into an argument about something, about dinner, about they couldn't agree on dinner, and now I'm speaking to, I'm like, picking her up from work, and then she'll be like, you just showed up to my job with sleeveless shirts. Why are you, what you said, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, but it's dead serious. Like, I know it sounds like a joke, but it's dead serious. She's angry and we're fighting. So now to the point where it's like, I kind of don't want to be around you because it's kind of killing my mood. You know what I mean? But I don't want to, you see what I'm trying to say? You see what I'm lost? So I spoke to her, I got
You're not lost, this is
No.
fantastic.
So I spoke to her and I
You know,
got
he was on the phone real quick. I mean, he was really disempowered. We get disempowered
yeah.
with your
Remember, I
relationship.
called you, I told you about it. I told you how I was just really trying to, so the whole time, so when I spoke to her about it, she did what I expected, which I feel is wrong of me, because
You wanna share
I
it?
shouldn't have expected.
Do you
No,
wanna-
I just told her, I was like, we woke up for work in the morning, and it was 7:30, and she was like, I'm gonna be late, I gotta be gone by 8. I said, word. My job's a little different, so I kind of control my schedule more or less, so this morning was just me driving her to work. That's it. She said we gotta leave by 8. I said, cool. So at 7:50, she gets out the shower, so I decided to get up, and she's mad at me that I wasn't up the entire time that she was in the shower, and complained that why I didn't bring her coffee, or make her lunch, and things like that. And I was like, why didn't you just ask? What would you do if you asked? And she was like, why do I have to ask? And I was like, you want me to do it now? So now I just get quiet. Like, I'm ready. I'm in the car waiting for her. She gets in the car, and now she's just screaming about everything she could possibly, like, things that I don't even understand. Like, I have like these things, like this medical condition right now. I have like psoriasis rosacea. And she was like, you just showed up to my house, or like, you showed up to my job with sleeves, like everybody's not gonna see your spots. I was like, that's kind of mean. Like, why you went there? Like, why would you have to do that? So you see that right there, that pulls the other Kirby, the before landmark Kirby, that I don't want to come out. Like, I don't want to be a dick. But sometimes, you know what I mean? When it's hard, because the whole time I'm just like, hey, well, you know, I'm like trying to be optimistic about it. So now I got to the point where I got out of character and I was like, dude, you're an asshole. Like, you're just being an asshole. Like, you're upset about a whole bunch of stuff, and like, I don't want to be around you, your sister doesn't want to be around you, your father doesn't want to be around you, because you get upset about little things and you're just an asshole. And it's not cool. And I don't like to do that with people. It makes me feel ugly. I don't like being that person. So once that happened, I was like, maybe we need some space. We need to figure out like what this is. So now I'm stuck in a place where I feel like the ball's really in her court, but now I just feel like disempowered. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that's where I'm kind of,
So
now
you're-
from there I get lost. Now that's where my brain stops.
Well, the place that you could look to is, you know, what is your voice, little voice in your head telling you about her? Also, whether you stay with her or not, you could ask the question, who is she as a possibility?
And I've been asking that question so much. This is why I paid for her to take the forum in January, because I brought her to my Tuesday night and she felt something. So I was like, if you feel it, I'll pay for it. I don't really care about it. I don't care. But, so I paid
You guys
for
can't
it.
say the F word in here.
Sorry, my bad. So I was like, I don't really care. Like, I'll pay for it. And I did that. But that's in January.
Okay.
So it's like from now to January.
Well, what's really perfect is tonight we're gonna get into what's unwanted yet persists in your life.
Okay.
That's perfect.
All right.
Okay,
So
and
I'm
you
where I
gave-
need to be right now for
And
tonight's
you-
lesson.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, perfect space. And, you know, you gave up what good and you were straight. So it was like this optimistic whatever, not dealing with, you actually got in the court.
Okay. So
Okay, great.
now I'm more, I understand more.
See, now
Because
you're
before I was
actually-
like, when I get upset, or like something bothers me and I address it, like in the honest way, sometimes I feel like, is that like me just projecting my racket? Is that me like making you wrong? Because it's hard, because I'm really consciously trying to, like, I'm not trying to make you the wrong person here, but like, you're being mean. And I mean, it's hard for me to, in my head, it makes sense, like, if I go, hey, you're being mean, like, I'm putting blame on you. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to not do that, but at the same time, communicate.
You can say,
what
I'm
I
having the
feel.
experience of, I'm
Okay.
experiencing whatever anger I'm experiencing. You can say it like that.
Oh, okay.
Really
Good.
good, right?
Okay.
Awesome, great work.
We're good.
Yeah. What did you get out of doing the assignment?
Well, I got some courage.
Yay, all right.
Yeah, so I'm new in the business I'm in, and that's been something that I just wouldn't talk about. And it was like my big secret. I had to look good, like, I'm so smart. And so I just kept going and like taking more classes, and like, I'm gonna have my GRI, I'm gonna have my PSA, and I'm gonna have every designation under the sun, right? And what good is it if you don't have any business, right? So I finally had this revelation that, you know, it's okay if I let that out. So I'm doing a project where I'm interviewing people and you know, the story of my area, one face at a time. And it's kind of like dual marketing thing where I'm not asking for business, I'm giving a gift to people, promoting them. And I said, I had an interview today and I said, okay, today is the day I'm gonna tell people that why I'm doing this project is because I'm new to the area and I'm new in the business and this is how I'm gonna get to know people. This is how I'm learning my way. And I was interviewing someone that I didn't realize who, it's a good thing I didn't know beforehand. He's a very prominent gentleman in our community. And once I got started, then my monkey started going. But I told him that and he was really like, he thought that was really cool. And he was like even more open to helping me. So it turned around in my favor. But now I just have to get that monkey out because now I feel like, oh my God, I have to write this interview. It has to be so good. Myself.
It's not pressure, it's internal dialogue. Do you guys hear me? It's on loudspeaker.
I know, and the whole way driving here, I'm like, okay, no. It just wouldn't stop. But I'm trying to look at it differently, that it's a gift. I was just given a gift. And to have been able to hear this man's story, he's an older man, he's lived 1,000 miles. And so I get the honor of telling this story to other people. So that's how I'm gonna look at it. But still the dialogue will be there, you'll see me on my computer.
That is gigantic. It is. Technology, you guys. Just love sharing. Before we go on, I just want to address something real quick. So at our last session, first of all, I asked you guys tonight when you got here, how many of you have something unwanted in your life? How many do you? Mary Louise does not. They're on the back like cheerleading. I do. Something that's, unwanted, and as human beings, we want to create a safe space for people, yes? Okay? So I want to just put in that we're free to share ourselves. Okay? We want to have integrity in the space and to be free. So it lacks integrity for you to shout out something calling on you. I may not call on you. Raise your hand, I may not call on you. Right? But I'm creating a movement in here and you're listening. You come in, from being in your week all week. And then a transformation happens throughout the night. You guys don't come in the same way. So the space has got to be with care, pristine, with integrity, with safety, and everybody has that, right? You got that? So I want you to know if that's there for you, I'm totally taking that out of the space. I talked to several of you on the phone, and we're just not going to shout out, okay? And with that, we're going to get on the court right now.